Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Just under a year ago, the Black Stars changed jerseys for their friendlies in October, and now this new design has popped up on social media. Will the Black Stars be adopting this jersey? I'll be telling you more about this new jersey design today. Also, FIFA yesterday at their 71st Congress decided that they would take a feasibility study into whether the World Cup can be hosted every 2 years instead of every 4 years. We'll have a look at that as well. Subscribe if you have not, click on the notification bell to get more updates. So the Ghana Black Stars new jersey, could this be a new one? Well, not officially, at least. Puma are the official sponsors of the Ghana Black Stars, and a young Ghanaian budding designer, Winnie Adam, out of boredom, decided to put together a few designs and came up with this one here, as you can see on your screen. He is an animator and a designer, and out of boredom he decided to put together a few designs for the new Ghana Black Stars jersey ahead of the World Cup and the Afcon. A talented young man, as you can see. The post was cited on social media on Adom's personal handle. Tons of people expressing their heartwarming and exciting reaction to the design. The jersey came in 3 different colors variation: red, black and white, but each was adorned with 4 national colors from the flag. According to Adam, he decided to try making the designs just out of boredom, but it turned out to be beautiful in the end. This comes ahead of the 2022 African Cup of Nations, which will take place in Cameroon from January 9th to 6th February 2022. The World Cup will follow after that in Qatar from 21st November to 18 December 2022, and some are already wondering whether the national team will decide to use Winnie Adam's work or not. So what do you think? Should we use Winnie Adam's new design here for the Ghana Black Stars? These look really beautiful, I have to say. They are really beautifully designed here. The Black Stars jersey, the white version here, and also the black and the red jersey. It is quite beautiful. The design through the ends, each end makes it look like it's a sort of a necklace that is hanging around the necks of the players in this beautiful t-shirt. I have to say it's a nice design, but I don't know whether Puma will adopt it, considering the fact that they just designed a new jersey for the Ghana Black Stars and ahead of the World Cup and the Afcon. This might be a great one, but hey, let me know what you think in the comments box. Should we adopt Winnie Adam's designs here? Great design. I love it. I'm loving it. I will buy it. I'll be interested in getting one, copying one if they are available. Winnie Adam, I think I'm interested in buying one, but as to whether the players and the GFA will adopt it, I don't think that will be likely, but let's see what happens in the coming future. You never know. My next story has to do with the FIFA and World Cup. They are conducting a feasibility study that will decide whether the men and the women's tournament should take place in 2 years biannually, as is with the case with the African Cup of Nations. Now, a feasibility study, according to FIFA President Gianni Infantino at the 71st Congress, will be conducted into transitioning the showpiece competition to a biannual format, following a proposal from Saudi Arabia. Now, FIFA will investigate the possibility of hosting the World Cup every 2 years instead of 4 years for both the men's and the women's tournaments. The government body has acknowledged the organization will launch a feasibility study into the ramifications of such a decision after a proposal was put forth by the Saudi Arabia National Federation (SAFF) in the annual Congress. The next men's tournament will be held in Qatar at the end of 2022, with Australia and New Zealand 2023 to follow 8 months later for the women's game. But any proposal for future reshuffle would likely force widespread changes in both the club game and with continental tournaments such as the European Championships and the Copa America. We believe the future of football is at a critical juncture, the SAFF president said. The many issues that football has faced has now been further exacerbated by the ongoing pandemic. It's important to review how the global game is structured, and which should include whether the current 4-year cycle remains the optimum basis of how football is managed, both from a competition and a commercial perspective, as well as world football development. Having fewer yet meaningful competitive national team matches could potentially address concerns regarding player welfare, whilst at the same time enhancing the value and the merit of such competitions. Any potential change to the way that the existing system will run will likely take years, with no official end date for the feasibility studies indicated by FIFA. Gianni Infantino indicated that any investigation would not be rushed at the Congress, saying, "We have to go into these studies with an open mind, that we are going to take decisions which will jeopardize what we already have going." We know about the value of the World Cup, believe me. I would like to put this decision in a much broader context, that of the international match calendar. Are we really convinced that playing qualifying games across the year is the right way when we are seeing the fans want more meaningful games? All these points have to be considered, but we will put the sporting element as a top priority, not the commercial element. That's what FIFA President Gianni Infantino is saying here. That is how I end today. The World Cup every 2 years. Oof. That would be quite weird. I'm used to having the World Cup every 4 years, the special event where everyone across the world comes together every 4 years. I'm used to that. I don't know about every 2 years. It will be quite weird at the beginning, but I'm sure people would be used to it. But let me know what you think. Will the World Cup being hosted every 2 years instead of 4 years be the best? Do you agree with that proposal by Saudi Arabia? Let me know what you think in the comments box on that one. Gianni Infantino says the feasibility studies has to be done, and I agree with him. I don't think it will happen though. I doubt really strongly that will ever be changed. And also the new Black Stars design made by Winnie Adam. Do you like the design? Should the Black Stars adopt it? Maybe a training kit or what? Let me know what you think in the comments box on this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.